On today's podcast, we'll be talking about the importance of hazardous material handling in factories and warehouses. So stay tuned.
Welcome to Warehouse Safety Tips. If you're a seasoned vodcast viewer, this vodcast is going to be different from most that you watch. It's based around exactly what the name implies, warehouse safety tips. And since the people in this industry are busy, we know that time is money, so each episode will be as short and to the point as possible. And now, with all that out of the way, let's get to the vodcast.
Regarding safety in factories and warehouses, one crucial aspect that staff and management cannot neglect is the proper handling and storage of hazardous materials. These materials, ranging from corrosive chemicals to flammable liquids, pose significant risks to workers and the environment. Establishing robust protocols and guidelines for safe handling is paramount to ensuring all individuals' well-being and preventing potential accidents or disasters. This podcast will explore the importance of handling and storing hazardous materials in factories and warehouses. The risks at hand. Hazardous materials are substances that, due to their nature, can cause harm to people, property, and the environment. They can be found in various forms such as gases, liquids, or solids, and may exhibit properties such as toxicity, flammability, or reactivity. Mishandling or improper storage of these materials can result in serious injuries, fires, explosions, environmental contamination, and even loss of life. Recognizing the potential risks associated with hazardous materials is the first step towards developing effective safety measures. Establishing protocols. To ensure the safety of workers and minimize the risks associated with hazardous materials, factories and warehouses must implement comprehensive handling and storage protocols. These protocols should encompass various aspects, including, but not limited to, identification and labeling, marking and labeling all containers and storage areas to indicate the nature of the hazardous materials stored within them. Storage compatibility. Storing materials with similar characteristics, ensuring incompatible substances are kept separate to prevent reactions. Proper containment. Using appropriate containers and packaging materials that are leak-proof, sturdy, and specifically designed to handle hazardous materials. Handling procedures. Providing specialized training to workers on how to handle and transport hazardous materials, including the use of personal protective equipment, PPE, such as gloves, goggles, or respirators. Emergency response. Develop detailed plans for responding to spills, leaks, or other hazardous material incidents, including evacuation procedures, containment strategies, and communication protocols. Regular compliance. Adhering to local, regional, and national regulations governing the handling, transportation, and storage of hazardous materials. Regular training and evaluation. Implementing protocols alone is insufficient. Continuous training and evaluation are critical to maintaining a safe environment. Management should conduct regular training sessions to keep employees updated on the best practices, safety measures, and any changes in regulations. Additionally, conducting routine inspections and audits can identify potential hazards, highlight areas for improvement, and ensure compliance with established protocols. As with all tips and tricks we provide on this podcast, follow your specific facility's guidelines and any other rules or regulations set forth by organizations such as OSHA, the Occupational Safety and Health Administration. Thank you for being part of another episode of Warehouse Safety Tips. Until we meet next week, have a great week and stay safe.
Before moving on, here's a word from one of our sponsors. If you've ever been to or worked in a warehouse, you know just how important safety is to both management and staff. It's almost impossible to go 10 steps without seeing safety tape, angles, signs, and/or safety products. It's these items that show us how to be safe and avoid danger in the workplace. And if you're looking for the best products to make this happen, look no further than Mighty Line. Mighty Line floor signs and floor markings offer the best industrial products out there. We're proud to have Mighty Line as the official floor sign and floor marking company for the Warehouse Safety Tips podcast and site. Go to mightylinetape.com/safety tips to request a sample pack of their incredible safety signs and floor markings. We hope you enjoyed this episode of Warehouse Safety Tips. If you visit warehousesafetytips.com, you'll find the show notes for this episode and access to all of our blog posts, previous podcasts, advertiser information, and much more. Thank you for listening to Warehouse Safety Tips and have a safe day.